Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga section. I'm here today to bring the review for My Hero Academia Manga Chapter 425. And now the first thing I want to say is that I hope this epilogue has a payoff, because I don't understand the need to drag this on any longer than we already had. Like I said, unless there's a payoff, I don't see the point of it. Like, just take a break or two and wrap it up in a longer than usual chapter. But for now, it all seems just all kind of pointless. It's not very exciting stuff. It's epilogue stuff. So like reading this week by week, waiting a week for the next chapter is just like, your series is done, bro. Just let it rest now. But what we get within this chapter is the graduation of the third year. So alright, cool, whatever, cool. Like, we knew they were gonna graduate at some point and go on to do, hero life. So we see within this chapter the big three graduate. They're now heroes. Cool. Congratulations. Going on, moving on to better things. And they had to throw in that how graduations here are somewhat quirky within their own right. We don't care about that stuff. We don't care about that stuff. Cool, they graduated, cool, okay, whatever, moving on. So, because obviously they've graduated, everybody else has leveled up in a sense. So the first years, which was Deku's class, and obviously class B as well, they are now year 2 students. So that makes sense, obviously. So during the bit of the chapter with our now 2A, class 2A, we find out that Eraserhead is still the homeroom teacher. Outside of the story, reason why I think this is because the mangaka couldn't bother to potentially have to design a new character, so just went with what they already know. Eraserhead, cool. So the interesting bit about this bit of the chapter is finding out that I forget his name, but I'm talking about, the guy who shoots the laser beams out of his belly button. Although he has been allowed to stay on, he feels like he doesn't have the right to stay on within school, so he has removed himself from it and hopes to go on a redemption journey and be able to one day be able to stand by his peers again with his head held high. Alright, cool, whatever. Makes sense. But at the end of the damn day, because, at least for me anyway, the reveal of the traitor wasn't a big thing. I think it was just the way that it was revealed to us, and I think also because after a certain point they really did nothing with it until the reveal. It was kind of like a meh moment, and especially because it's coming from a meh character. Finding out that he's leaving the school and doing what he's gonna do is just like, cool, bye, go, do your thing, like, go, dust. Another thing that we find out within this part of the chapter is that what's his name? Shinzo? Yeah, Shinzo is joining class A. Again, something I'm like, alright, cool, whatever. When this was happening back in the class A versus class B, we found out them times that he's going to be joining in the classes, like, oh my gosh, okay, cool, which class? There was more excitement for it then. But because this is now getting revealed to us at the end of the story, it's like, okay, cool. We don't mean nothing at the end of the story. We're not gonna get to see him interact with the class too much. It's pointless now, kind of thing. It's good to know that he set out to do what he wanted to do. He was someone who's essentially started from the bottom and worked his way up. I'm not gonna say the top yet, but I'm guessing by the end of the episode there'll be a time skip, and you essentially have become a hero then. But Shinzo is a good character in the sense of he is someone who started from the bottom, general studies, with a quirk. Told that he can't be a hero, so failed the entry exam, but slowly work his way up. And now we've seen him go from the bottom to provisional license. And I'm guessing by the end of the series he'll be a pro hero. So he's a good character in that sense, but because of the execution, it was just really no excitement for any progress that he makes because we won't really get to see it. We're just being told it. There's pretty much nothing more to talk about within this chapter. There's something going on in the Todoroki family towards the end of the chapter. I'm not really sure what that's all about, but I'm assuming that's where the focus is going to be for next week's chapter. But it all goes back to what I said at the very beginning of this chapter. We are now in the epilogue stages, and this is a very long epilogue. I know it's only been 2 chapters so far, but even that, it's a very long epilogue. Epilogues don't have to be this long. So unless there's a payoff at the end, don't really see the point of it. Another thing that has somewhat surprised me is the fact that Deku has been allowed to stay in school. Because, as we know, he's just got the embers left. So essentially he's quirkless. So the fact that he's been able to stay in on the hero course, mind boggles me. But yeah, it is what it is. Again, we're at the end of the series, don't really care, just wrap up the series. So yeah. So for purely because of enjoyment value, I'm only giving this chapter a 2-star rating, and that goes, guys. I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.